Hello boss babes and bosses out there. So, sa video na to, I will not create a tutorial. It's more on talking seriously with you guys because I always get a lot of messages from you that na-overwhelm, na-frustrate, naglo-lose hope na kayo when it comes to getting clients. So, kung isa ka sa mga nakaka-feel at nagme-message sa akin na na-overwhelmed ka sa mga informations na wina-watch mo ng mga YouTube videos, mga how-to videos, tutorials, sa TikTok, sa Instagram, yung mga ganun. If na-overwhelmed ka na and hindi mo na alam kung ano talaga yung dapat mong gawin to start with, and if you are also someone na naglo-lose hope na kasi feeling mo naman sinusunod mo yung mga advices, yung mga tutorials na nakikita mo. Some of you guys pa are enrolling to paid courses but still you are not getting clients pa din. Especially every time na meron kayong nakikita mga testimonials na nakakaland na sila ng first client nila, tapos ang iba nagsiscale up na, tapos ikaw na parang kasabayan mo lang siya, wala ka pa rin paying clients. If you are one of those people na yun yung mga nafe-feel nyo, and if you are one of those people, subscribers ko din na nagme-message sa akin ng mga messages na gano'n, you might want to consider watching the whole video. Okay, so for the first mindset na I think kailangan yung i-embody, yan yung nasa isip nyo when you are trying to get your first paying client. Na dapat, when you apply onto something, job application, or ano yung project na gusto nyong kunin, you always have to put yourself as an expert. Position yourself as an expert that you know how to do that kind of service, that you know it would be successful kung ikaw yung gagawa nun. I know, nasa isip niya na,
how can I position myself if I am still an aspiring, I don't have any experience? So, what kind of advice is that?
But, eto. That's the first mindset na kailangan nyo embody. For you to be able to achieve that kind of mindset, this is my suggestion. It's up to you if you are going to implement it or what. But as I always say here dito sa YouTube channel ko, if you are already watching some of my videos, I already talked about beta clients. And beta clients, these are the clients na kinukuha mo with discount rates. Like, hindi talaga yung rate na gusto mo. This is for you to explore more about the services that you are going to provide. Makikita mo kung paano mo siya i-deliver, gaano katagal mo siya i-deliver, and makikita mo yung flow mo of process mo because you are already experiencing it, you are already applying it to a real client. So, you can only get that kind of confidence if you are already putting the work sa client mismo. Mas nabuboost yung self-confidence mo, mas nagiging creative ka in doing things when you are really applying it to a real client. So in that way, if you will get that experience, if you will get that feedback from the client, if you get the results that you wanted to achieve for that particular client, if you can see that yung mga trabaho mo is maganda talaga ang quality, it would be easier for you to position yourself as an expert. Madali mo kasi makukuha ang confidence kung ipuput into the work mo siya. Kung meron ka talagang gagawin, mas madali mo siyang mafe-feel. Mas madali mo siyang, parang legit siya na confidence. Hindi siya fake it till you make it kind of confidence. Yeah, pag na-experience mo talaga siyang gawin and naging successful yung experience mo, I think that's the best way for you to be able to achieve that kind of mindset na position yourself as an expert. I hope you get that. I hope you get what I mean. So, the second mindset na I want you to have is to have that kind of mindset na when you learn something, you should implement it directly. Like, ganyan ako. I also talked about this sa ibang videos ko na when I'm learning something new, I always try to implement it right away. Iba yung result if you already implement it. Mas marami kang malalaman during the implementation. Mas marami kang aha moments kung na-implement mo siya. That's the best part when you are going to apply kung ano yung nalalaman mo. Mas madidiscover mo what works for you and mas madidiscover mo yung self mo.
Oh, nagustuhan ng client yung graphics ko. So, magaling pala ako sa design. Oh, itong caption na to, maraming nag-engage. Marunong pala ako mag-write ng caption na very engaging.
Yung mga ganun, And malalaman mo din kung ano yung nag-work sa'yo at kung hindi yung nag-work sa'yo. I tell you guys talaga na my advices to you may not work for you. The reason that I gave that advice is because it's working for me. But it doesn't mean na mag-work din siya sa inyo. So, you really have to try it on your own. Kasi ganyan din ako. I always watch mga tips, tutorials, advices when it comes to business, marketing, even self-help, yung mga ganun. Tinatry ko si self ko. Sa kanila nag-work. Pero for me, parang,
wala masyadong result.
yung ganun. So, you have to know what works for you talaga. Because, hindi lahat ng sinasabi ng mga legend na sa business, even me, I am not a legend, but siguro may experience lang, and yung mga experience ko lang yung sinishare ko sa inyo. So, hindi lahat ng mga sinishare sa YouTube, sa TikTok, or sa mga advices, mga tips, mga ganyan, hindi siya lahat nag-work talaga for you. Kasi meron tayong preference on our own. So, you have to know your preference. Self-awareness is the key. So, the point here is that you try on your own. Always analyze what works for you and what didn't work for you. And when that aha moments sinked into you, like nalaman mo na kung ano yung what works for you and what didn't, kung ano yung mas prefer mo doon, yung mga ganon, always just adjust kung ano yung sa tingin mo mas tama gawin for you. From that, it will give results. Kasi mas kilala mo na yung self mo, mas alam mo na yung process mo, mas alam mo na kung ano yung mag-work sa'yo eventually. So, the result will just follow. So, that's the second tip. Always learn new things and implement it. After you're going to implement it, you will have a lot of aha moments, and then that's the time you are going to adjust your process, your flow, maybe sometimes even your attitude, even your behaviors. You have to adjust it for you to be able to see a result. So for the third mindset that I want you to have is that I don't want you to compare yourself to others' progress. Because the time that you are going to compare yourself to them, talo ka na. Wala ka pang ginawa, talo ka na. So, instead of focusing kung ano yung progress nila, kung ano yung mga na-achieve nila, put that time instead on improving yourself more. Doing something for yourself. Because we have a different journey. Kasi maybe ikaw, kalalearn mo lang ng skills. Like maybe, siguro graphic design skills. Pero siya, matagal na siyang nagde-design. Or maybe sila, it's easy for them to talk to other people because they have this kind of self-confidence na nakuha nila sa ibang bagay, hindi for freelancing. Or maybe siguro they have a different skills na nakatulong sa kanila para mas ma-hire sila na madali. So, please don't compare yourself to other people. Focus on improving yourself more instead. So, for the fourth mindset is that you can start even if the next few steps of your journey are still blurry. Hindi ko naisip na magkaka-rhyme yun doon, but I love it. So, a lot of you guys hindi na nagtitake sa first step because you still don't know ano yung gagawin niyo sa step 5. So, wag ganun. Kasi, you know what? Eventually, you will really know and you will just really figure out kung ano yung gagawin mo sa step 5 during sa journey mo. When you are still doing the step 1, when you are still doing the step 2, eventually, magiging clear siya slowly kung ano talaga yung dapat mong gagawin. Kung na-overwhelm ka kung ano talaga yung first na kailangan mong gawin, just do what you think the step 1, the first step that you need to take. Just do it. And from there, you will know,
okay, this is the next step that I will do.
And then, magiging mas clearer and clearer and clearer na siya once you will just follow yung kung ano sa tingin mo yung need mo na gawin. If you are seeing the very big vision talaga, for sure, you will get overwhelmed by that. But when you slowly take the small steps towards it, towards your goals, it would be easier for you to achieve that big goal. So for the fifth mindset that I want you to have is to embrace failure. Don't be afraid in failing. Someone said the quote, fail fast, fail often fail forward. I'm not sure who really said that quote or who really said that statement or phrase, pero isa yan talaga sa mga mindset ko na ngayong bata, I'm not bata anymore. Ngayon na hindi pa ako ganoon katanda, I should try a lot of things and see what really works for me, what is good for me, what makes me happy, so that pag matanda na ako, I know na kung ano talaga yung gusto kong gawin. And every time I face failure sa mga ginagawa ko, I should not take it personally. You should not take it personally too. Because those failures, those rejections, those mistakes doesn't really define who you truly are. That is just a feedback sa kung ano yung ginawa mo. So if someone rejects you, don't take it personally, because you know, it gives you the opportunity to pivot and move forward to something better, like better clients or better projects. And if you commit mistakes, just learn from it. And the next time, try avoiding committing the same mistakes again, so that the next time you will have a better mistakes. Yeah, because we always make mistakes. At least the next mistakes, mas better na siya compared nung before mo na mistake, diba? Because we always commit mistakes. And that's the reality. That's one way on how we can improve ourselves, to commit mistakes, so that the next time around, we will not commit them. And then better mistakes na naman are coming, and then better mistakes. And those kinds of failures, it will make you resilient. It will make you improve yourself, improve your process much faster. Meaning, you are one step closer to your dream clients, to your dream goals, and to your dream girl. Charot lang. You are one step closer sa kung ano yung gusto mong maabot. So for the sixth mindset is that I want you to trust the process and enjoy your journey. In the end, all your late night sleeps, all your early mornings, and all your absences sa Friday night outs with your friends or maybe sa family gatherings nyo, it will all be worth it. That you will soon harvest all the fruits that you have planted. Ngayon lang, andito ka pa sa phase na you are still planting. And you have to trust that soon mag-harvest ka din kung ano yung pinaplant mo ngayon. Have fun sa mga ginagawa mo. Always connect with other people, other freelancers, other coaches. Always connect with them kasi that's one way that you can enjoy the journey kung meron kang kasama sa journey mo. So I hope all the mindsets that I have shared with you help you to move forward, help you to get motivated again and inspired again to do what you needed to do in order for you to get the dream clients and the dream projects that you've been always praying for. So yeah, before I'm going to end this video, I would like to flex the works of my boss babes and bosses inside my group. Check this out. If you would like to join our Facebook group, just research I'm Ready to Boss Up by 𝐵RICSUI, and don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page, BossedUp PH, and follow us on our Instagram accounts at BossedUp PH and at 𝐵RICSUI. So yeah, hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye!